Well, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the Red Zone, the main gymnasium here at Hicksville High School. As we are getting ready to sort of kick off the 2023-2024 Hicksville Aces sports season, and more importantly, sports live stream coverage here on Hicksville Community Television. We're getting things started with a bit of a dry run here tonight. It's going to be a scrimmage action tonight as the Lady Tigers of Holgate have made the trip over from Henry County, and they're going to be scrimmaging against the Varsity and the JV squads from Hicksville here at the Red Zone tonight. Hi, everybody. I'm Bill Murphy with Hicksville Community Television. With me is Chris Warner, doing some double duty tonight. He's overseeing the live stream on the OBS software and also is going to be doing the camera work for us this evening. Now, I'm going to have him sort of pan around here a little bit so sort of understand the setup that we have here tonight. Right now, he's panning over. There are, as you can see, two nets set up essentially side by side. Now, the net that he's focusing on right now, that is going to be the junior varsity net. And then as we pan back over, this net will feature the varsity squads. And that's where our primary focus is going to be for this scrimmage tonight. We'll probably pan over occasionally to give you some idea of what's going on with the JVs. But again, we're going to focus primarily on the varsity this evening. Now, a couple things we mentioned leading up to, if you read in the comments or the description of this live stream, but I wanted to repeat them before we really get things started here. We are about 2 minutes away from officially getting things started here at 5 o'clock rather. And that is, this is a scrimmage. So they are going to be playing varsity against varsity and junior varsity against junior varsity, but they will not be keeping score. As you can see in the shot right now, the scoreboard is blank. It is turned off. They will not be keeping score this evening. So, unlike the regular season live streams that we will be doing starting next week, there will be no scoreboard camera down in the corner showing the scoreboard constantly because, again, there's no scoreboard here tonight. The other thing is, as you can see, the camera is sort of in the line of fire. They don't have the bleachers pulled out fully, so we're not up in our usual broadcast position. We're down on the floor to give you kind of a unique angle, and this is something that we kind of wanted to do anyway. We've always been curious as to what it would be like to have a camera down on the floor. So we're going to do a sort of a test run here tonight because we're hoping that maybe sometime, I don't know if we'll be able to do it before the end of this season, but hopefully sometime in the near future we might be moving to a multiple camera setup for some of our sports coverage. So we wanted to sort of be able to take a good look at what it's like to have a camera located right here on the floor. Now, because of that, we could sort of be in the line of fire here for some of the balls. Now, they are planning on having someone as sort of a backup person to try to protect us from the errant balls coming our way. But just so you know, if all of a sudden you see a sudden movement, Christopher jumps up to try to deflect the ball or moves the camera suddenly to avoid a collision with the ball, that will be the reason why. But that's just part of the fun and challenge of covering sports live. So again, we welcome all of you to our coverage here tonight. And again, as a scrimmage, we don't have our play-by-play person, actually. Coach Cindy Slaughter is also an official with the OHSAA for volleyball, and she's officiating tonight. So as much as it would be cool to have an official actually calling a game for us while they're officiating a game, I don't know if the Holgate or the Hicksville Aces would really be thrilled with that. So she's going to be working as an official tonight. And as a result, I'm just going to be popping in occasionally with my little witticisms and observations and just trying to keep the broadcast going. A lot of times there won't be much in the way of play-by-play here tonight, as again, this is just sort of a warm-up. It's a chance for us to make sure. There's been a lot of changes over the summer here at the schools, and as far as the technology is concerned. We're checking out some new things tonight, some new things that the school has installed. So a lot of this is just sort of, again, a dry run for us to see just how well some of this new technology is going to work for us and our live streaming capabilities here on HIX-TV. And as the warm-ups continue, Holgate just got here a little while ago, so they may be moving the start time back. Our live stream is going to go for 2 hours, so we're going to be wrapping things up at 7 o'clock. So if they are still playing at 7 p.m., we mean no disrespect when we wrap things up. It's just that we've got a 2-hour window for our live stream, and that's what we're going to operate on here this evening. I do want to take some time, too, to say an early thank you to our underwriters for our sports coverage here on Hicksville Community Television. They include our 4 diamond level underwriting supporters, the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio, Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and online at jimschmidtauto.com. Our friends at APT Manufacturing Solutions of Hicksville, Ohio, a world-class facility located right here in Hicksville's Industrial Park. If you'd like to find out more and also check out the many employment opportunities they have available, log on to www.aptmfg.com/careers. Our good friends at the HIX Vacations, gift sundries, and more. If you'd like to find out more about, getting a flu shot or the other services they provide, feel free to give them a call at 419-542-6218. The Hicksville Pharmacy, located in the heart of downtown Hicksville, Ohio. And, of course, our good friends at ARC Solutions Incorporated of Hicksville, Ohio, featuring, as you can see on the sign, welding, robotics, plasma, and more. We want to thank Denny Vetter and the whole gang over at ARC Solutions for their continued underwriting support of all of our sports coverage here on Hicksville Television. And again, you can check them out online because they do way more than I could ever talk about in 30 seconds. So find out for yourself. Find out more at arcsolinc.com. So our 4 diamond level underwriting supporters, we want to thank them so very much for helping us out. And of course, we do have some other sponsors, underwriters that are going to be helping us with select sports coverage throughout the course of this school year. And we'll be thanking some of our other underwriters. So we've got a pretty good slate of supporters wanting to be with us next week on Thursday when we live stream the first home match of the season for JV and Varsity Girls Volleyball here on HIX-TV. I got to tell you, man, volleyballs are coming our way. So far, they're not so much on Chris's camera angle, but the other side here with the JV, we've had a few of them come rolling our way. So
the heart rate won't calm down.
I was about to say we're going to be on our toes here this evening. We're so glad to have you here, and we really are looking forward to a great season with live streaming all kinds of sports action for you here at Hicksville Schools. We've got, again, this volleyball scrimmage here tonight, and we're going to really get things started for real on Friday. That'll be week number 1 of the high school football season. The Patrick Henry Patriots, another Henry County team, coming over to take on the Aces at Aces Field, and Christopher and I are going to be there, and we'll have our live stream coverage starting at probably about 5 minutes till 7. Well, you jumped on that one. 5 minutes till 7 on a Friday night. As you can see, the warm-ups continue here. And, I've got some time here, and if they do start actual play, I will stop and let you know what's going on. But we do not have, this being a scrimmage, obviously they do not have programs or anything printed up as of yet. But we did get a copy, an early copy of the Lady Aces rosters for the upcoming basketball season. And since we have some time, I'll go through and just read down the list of all the girls and the numbers for the for the squads this year. And we'll begin with the junior varsity squad, as I'll have our cameraman pan over to the JV side. Again, we don't have any rosters. I can't fill you in on names and numbers for any of the Holgate players. But for the Lady Aces, who are on the far side, they are wearing the white with the black back numerals and red trim. That one, I just took a shot to the inner thigh. So anyway, JV squad for this year for the Lady Aces will feature number 3, McKenna Rice. She is a sophomore. Kennedy Adams will be wearing number 5. Kennedy also a sophomore. Liberty Doctor will be wearing number 6. Liberty a freshman. 2 more sophomores. Number 7 is Helen Leon Flores. And also number 8, Hannah Ridgway. Number 9 is Reagan Cayley. Reagan is a freshman. Number 10 is worn by Paige Lynn Ayers, a sophomore. Number 13 is Mika Inkrot. She is a freshman. Number 15, freshman Kaylin Metz. And number 17 on the JV squad is Teslin Reed, a junior. Now over on the varsity side, and there are a couple players that are listed on both the junior varsity and the varsity rosters. I'm going to go ahead and just read their name for a second time. The Hicksville varsity, again, is on the far side of the net from us, and they're wearing the white jerseys with the red numerals and black trim. So the JVs have black numerals and red trim. Varsity has red numerals and black trim. For the varsity, for the 2023 Lady Aces, number 1 will be McKenna Baird, a freshman. Number 2 is Josie Smith, 5'3" and a junior. Baird, by the way, is 5'4". Number 3 is Taylor Slattery. Slattery, a 5'9" sophomore. Number 4, one of the 2 seniors on the squad for this year, is Aubrey Baird, a 5'4" senior. Number 5, Kennedy Adams, the 5'5" sophomore, who's also listed on the JV roster early this season. Number 7 is Evie McAlexander. She's a 5'5" sophomore. Number 9 is Lydia Van Scoter, a 5'9" junior. Number 10, London Zartman. London, 5'11" and a sophomore. Number 12 is Martina Vasquez. Martina is the other returning senior on this year's squad. She is going to start off as the libero, and she stands at 5'5". Number 13 is Elise Baldwin. Elise is a 5'8" junior. And rounding out the squad, number 18, Teslin Reed. Again, also listed on the JV squad, Teslin is a 5'11" junior. So that runs down the rosters. And, of course, when we do our first home game for them, which will be coming up next week on Thursday, as the Lady Aces will be hosting Wauseon, Cindy Schlatter will be joining us, and so we will have a play-by-play that evening. Cindy also, as I said, she is an official, so she has limited availability during the regular season, but she is hoping to join us for 4 or 5 games throughout the course of the season to help call play-by-play, and she's very hopeful that she will be able to be with us for the postseason tournament coverage. And hopefully the Lady Aces will have another pretty good tournament run this year. They had a great time and a terrific tournament run last year. We had a lot of fun covering them, even with the power outages, the high winds, and all the other stuff going on. So we will look forward to that, and we'll be able to learn a lot more about the players. Of course, Cindy is head coach Samantha Lavin's aunt, and so she gets some good inside information, and so we will look forward to that. Well, that pretty much gets you up to date, and again, it looks like they're falling back, and I'm not sure if they're going to be getting started anytime soon. But again, this is a timed scrimmage, so they're scheduled to go for 2 hours from 5 until 7. And again, no score is being kept. The scoreboards are turned off. No scoreboard cam here on the HIX-TV live stream. And with that, we're going to step aside, and we're going to let you enjoy some of the action here, as it looks like warm-ups are continuing. I'm assuming they wouldn't have the big cart filled with volleyball still out on the middle of the court if this weren't warm-ups. But we'll take a bit of a break and let you enjoy the warm-up action from here at the Red Zone. And Christopher and I will be back, and we'll try to get things started when the actual scrimmage play begins, coming up shortly right here on HIX-TV.
Directly behind it.
You can move it.
Yeah. There we go. Well, that works perfect.
I don't know if you want to lower it down. I don't know if you can.
No, I can see on this side.
I want to zoom in a little bit.
I just say leave it wide. There's not much else you can do. It's a weak camera angle. It's not like it will matter if the camera gets out. Armature. Yeah, when you use the armature, it's protecting you.
You couldn't move very far because you disconnected the camera.
Yeah.
Or maybe, who knows, at some point, just have a pole right there with the remote control camera on it. You can be sitting there. Wants to get some of that money from investigation discovery for body cam.
I'm not watching over there. Yeah. I'm not concerned about the camera. I'm concerned about my head getting hit.
And as you can see, we've got a timeout on the floor for the varsity matchup. While they're talking it over, we can flip over and show you some JV action. Can let you know here, I've been sort of watching the JVs off and on, and I got to give credit to Teslin Reed, who has just been doing a great job. When she's up on the net, she's using her height very well. She's had a couple of great plays, both offensively and defensively. And over on the varsity side, tip of the hat to Martina Vasquez. She just had one heck of a run serving for the Lady Aces. I think if they were keeping score, she'd have been good for 4 or 5 unanswered points. Aside from that, again, we want to welcome you to our live stream coverage, such as it is, of this volleyball scrimmage. It's the Aces scrimmaging the Lady Tigers of Holgate. The varsity match is on one net. That's what's on your screen right now. The JVs are playing right next to them. And we're right here on floor level in the middle, keeping us on our toes. Chris Warner running the camera and overseeing the live stream on the OBS software. And right now he's more nervous than a long-tailed cat in a room full of rocking chairs. I got to tell you, I've never seen him this alert and ready to go in a long time. I bet you wish you had some classroom teachers to be like, wow, I wish Chris was that alert first period, second period in the morning. But we do hope you are enjoying our coverage, and we do want to take a time. We're about 1/4 of the way through. This is a 2-hour timed scrimmage, so they'll be going until 7 o'clock this evening. They're not keeping score. Again, the scoreboards are not even turned on, which is why we don't have the scoreboard cam working tonight. Oh, there we go. Good deflection, Chris. That one was coming right towards us. But we are having a great time. And so we're going to be checking in about every half hour or so. Again, Cindy Schlatter not helping us out with doing the play-by-play tonight, because she's also an official and she's officiating the JV game here this evening. But it was good seeing Coach Schlatter and talking with her a little bit before the match. And I also want to take some time here to say another thank you to our 4 diamond-level underwriting supporters making our live stream coverage possible here tonight. A quick run through. They include ARC Solutions Incorporated of Hicksville, Ohio, located in Hicksville's Industrial Park and online at www.arcsolinc.com. Thanks to the Hicksville Pharmacy, your good neighbor pharmacy located right in the heart of downtown Hicksville, Ohio, with a full-service pharmacy for you and your family's pharmaceutical needs, along with over-the-counter medications, medical equipment and devices, and lots more. Thanks to APT Manufacturing Solutions of Hicksville, Ohio, located in Hicksville's Industrial Park, a world-class facility. Find out more and check out the great opportunities that they have available for you at www.aptmfg.com/careers. And, of course, the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and online at jimschmidtauto.com. Thanks to all of them for not only helping us underwrite tonight's coverage, but being with us for all of our Aces sports broadcasts all school year long right here on Hicksville Community Television. It's volleyball scrimmage action. The JVs and the varsity both going at it simultaneously. We're here with the action until 7 o'clock tonight. Bill Murphy, Chris Warner for Hicksville Community Television. Glad to have you with us. Hope you're enjoying the live stream coverage. I'm going to step aside and we'll be checking back in with you a little bit later right here on HIX-TV.
secondary shot. I can see maybe it might be something to break the shield around the...
I'm saying the can. Oh. Wi-Fi. We dropped down to 500 or something. We were in the red. of Wi-Fi issue.
I got 3 bars on this.
Alright, it says it's reconnected. I'll look into it.
pizza, then we can count on getting a hot dog.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, right. what, 9 a.m. So a bunch of them doing what it is OBS isn't it's not a big deal. Basically, you just need to be able to say it. That's what it's probably above it. But the speed is still low. Because it's unable.
And that might be because I don't think this is right now, so maybe watch it too. Should be, but, oh well, I'm not going to worry about it.
Yeah.
You don't really want to say that anyway. Put me on.
And we've got another timeout on the varsity side of the court, so we'll move over to the JVs. And again, we want to thank you for joining us here on the HIX-TV YouTube channel. As, we're bringing you live coverage of tonight's volleyball scrimmage between the Lady Tigers of Holgate and the Lady Aces of Hicksville. As again, you can see they have the gym set up a little differently. They have two courts running simultaneously, set up side by side. When we go into the regular season, of course, there'll just be a single court, and it will be front to back. The net will be set up along the center line. But tonight, because again, they're not keeping score, the scoreboards are not even turned on here this evening. So they're just playing a timed scrimmage that is going to go until 7 o'clock this evening. So we're about halfway through this evening of volleyball scrimmage action here at the Red Zone tonight. I'm Bill Murphy alongside Chris Warner. We're glad to be bringing you the action this evening. Of course, for us, this is a bit of a scrimmage as well. As you can see, we're doing some things a little bit differently. Normally, we have the scoreboard cam that is down in the corner of your screen while you're watching, but we don't have that tonight, obviously, since the scoreboard is not on. And, of course, normally we're up a little bit higher, but we took the opportunity. We've been wanting to see what it would be like to do coverage from floor level for a while. So we took the opportunity, advantage of the opportunity to do that here this evening. Of course, we are somewhat limited in the angle that we have. And to try as I might, I was really wanting to get Christopher to have the mobile fly cam on and to put him like right between the nets, between the C and the E of the Aces logo. But no one wanted me to do that, including Christopher. So we're here on the sidelines doing the best that we can. And again, we have been seeing some really great volleyball action. Hope you've been able to enjoy it. Again, the Aces are on the far side from us. And again, a break in the action on the varsity side as the teams are getting ready to break huddle and get back into action on the varsity side. And they're going to take a bit of a break here now at the halfway point of the scrimmage on the JV side as well. So we'll flip the camera back over to the varsity side of things. And as we are sort of at the halfway break of the scrimmage, I'll take the time once again to say a big thank you to our Diamond Level underwriting supporters making our coverage possible here this evening and with us throughout the 23-24 school year as we, for all of our Aces sports coverage here on Hicksville Community Television. That's the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and online at jimschmidtauto.com. Also our friends at APT Manufacturing Solutions of Hicksville, Ohio, a world-class facility located in Hicksville's Industrial Park. You can find out more about the many opportunities that they have maybe for you. Check them out online at www.aptmfg.com/careers. Thanks to the Hicksville Pharmacy. They're your good neighbor pharmacy located right in the heart of downtown Hicksville, Ohio, with a full-service pharmacy for you and your family's needs, as well as medical devices and equipment, over-the-counter medications, gift sundries, and more. And finally, our good friends at ARC Solutions Incorporated of Hicksville, located in Hicksville's Industrial Park and online at www.arcsolinc.com. Thanks to all of them for making our volleyball preview scrimmage night possible here on Hicksville Community Television. Back in action on the varsity side, Bill Murphy and Chris Warner, so glad to have you with us and hope you are enjoying the coverage tonight. Again, kind of an abbreviated coverage. We don't have the graphics up or the crawl down across the bottom of the screen like we would normally have. No scoreboard camera. And, of course, not doing full play-by-play tonight. Coach Cindy Slaughter, who normally does play-by-play and helps us out, and I do color commentary, is officiating tonight. She's only going to have limited availability, but we're going to be fortunate enough to have her with us for several of our Aces volleyball broadcasts throughout the regular season. And once we get the regular season underway, I'll be a little more talkative as well. But right now, again, we're checking out a lot of things while we're doing this live stream that we hope to be able to incorporate some of the action as we move forward with our live stream coverage here on HIX-TV. So with that, we're going to turn it back over to the floor microphones and bring you more varsity action with this scrimmage against the Aces and the Lady Tigers of Holgate, coming to you live right here on HIX-TV's YouTube channel.
Chris wanted me to ask if you wanted to do the senior. Good move. Money for me. But I thought you fired. We're going to do a $250 thing, but we need that money back from the league. Find out which one it was. Right there. That news he can tell you in person. Just one group chat. What's that? working pretty well. And speaking of that, we did have a couple of things come over chat, so I thought I'd answer some of the chats. People trying to chat. So you just box in. And you get all these things here. Just hit the top of the net. Didn't go over.
Another timeout for the varsity side of the floor, and we'll pan back over to the JV and bring you some of their action as the ball bounces on the table. I don't get nervous until they're less than 2 feet away, so that wasn't too bad. Chris had a couple of good moves, too, where he batted some balls away at the last minute. We're having a good time here. Again, it's a scrimmage tonight between the Lady Tigers of Holgate and the Lady Aces of Hicksville. They've got 2 nets set up, both of them running simultaneously. We're watching the JVs right now. The other net, where we've had our cameras focused primarily, is the varsity action. And we're glad to have you here with us. Hope you are enjoying the coverage. Again, kind of an experimental one for us, being down on floor level for the first time, to see how that goes and see how that looks, as we've been playing with the idea of bringing in a second camera for some of our sports coverage here in the gym. And we've got a couple other options that we're going to be looking at through the course of the season as well. But we are having a good time here tonight, and hope you are enjoying the action as well. Not a large crowd, but a lot of fun here, and some really good volleyball being played by these girls as they get ready and ramped up for their season openers coming up next week. The home opener for the Lady Aces, by the way, is next week on Thursday. They'll get things started with the junior varsity match at 5:30 p.m., followed by the varsity match. The Aces will be entertaining Wauseon, the Lady Indians, on that Thursday night. Cindy Schlatter is going to be joining us for our coverage, and we'll be on the air at about 5:20, 5:25 that evening to bring you the home opener here on the HIX-TV YouTube channel. So we'll look forward to that. And, of course, we'll get the football season underway this Friday, as we'll be out at Aces Field, as the Aces will throw out the welcome mat for the Patrick Henry Patriots to get their 2003 campaign underway as well. It'll be our first look at the Aces football squad for this year. We have not been able to cover a scrimmage preseason for the Aces, so we'll be hoping that everything is still connected and working the way it should up in the press box and bringing you the action on Friday. Chris is excited, especially because he's hoping that the boosters will be there making their cheeseburgers again, because we both agree that that's one of the best burgers you'll have in Northwest Ohio is Hicksville Athletic Boosters cheeseburgers before the game. Coach Cindy Slaughter, who's going to be, again, our play-by-play person next week on Thursday, is also the official that's officiating the junior varsity game here. That's why she only has limited availability during the regular season. She does officiate a great many matches throughout the region. And it looks like they're getting ready to get things ramped back up on the varsity side. So when they do, we will step aside for a little bit, and I'll be back with you probably in about 10, 15 minutes or so. With another thank you to all of our underwriters as our volleyball scrimmage coverage continues right here on HIX-TV. Back with you here at the Red Zone at Hicksville High School as we are moving into what's going to be the last half hour of this scrimmage between the Lady Aces and the Lady Tigers of Holgate. Bill Murphy and Chris Warner here with you for Hicksville Community Television as it's a scrimmage for the volleyball squads, kind of a scrimmage for Hicksville Community Television as well, as we're here to bring you the coverage of the scrimmage, but also to make sure that, we're running a few tests, making sure all of our equipment is up and running, that all the updates for the OBS software have been properly installed and all the connections work, and some technology upgrades here at the Hicksville Schools building. We want to make sure that those have been incorporated into our equipment, and trying out some new camera angles and some new locations as well, and having a great time here tonight. Glad to have you with us, as again we've been focusing primarily on the varsity scrimmage going on right now. They do have two nets set up side by side, and whenever there's a break in the varsity action, we've been spinning the camera over to bring you some of the JV scrimmage action as well. So we're trying to give both teams their due. And of course, looking forward to the home opener for the Lady Aces, which, as I mentioned last time, I'll mention it again, is coming up next week on Thursday, starting at 5:30 p.m., with the Lady Aces entertaining the Lady Indians of Wauseon. And hey, as we head into the last half hour of our live coverage here on the HIX-TV YouTube channel, we want to say thank you once again to our underwriters making our coverage possible here tonight. They include our 4 diamond-level underwriting supporters, underwriting all of our Aces sports coverage on HIX-TV. And that includes ARC Solutions Incorporated of Hicksville, Ohio, located in Hicksville's Industrial Park, and online at www.arcsolinc.com. Thanks to the Hicksville Pharmacy, your good neighbor pharmacy located right in the heart of downtown Hicksville, with a full-service pharmacy for you and your family, as well as medical supplies and equipment, over-the-counter medications, gift sundries, and more. The Hicksville Pharmacy in downtown Hicksville. Thanks to APT Manufacturing Solutions, located in Hicksville's Industrial Park, a world-class facility. Find out more about the many opportunities that they have available. Check them out online at www.aptmfg.com/careers. And of course, the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and online at jimschmidtauto.com. As we here at Hicksville Community Television getting into a celebration of our 25th anniversary of broadcasting programming. Our actual 25th anniversary was earlier in the year, and that was 25 years since the formation of the Cable Committee, and we're rapidly approaching the 25th anniversary of the first programming that was featured on Hicksville Community Television way back when. And we'll talk a lot more about that, of course, as we get into that 25th anniversary year. But we're glad to be here and glad to have you with us, and hope you are enjoying our volleyball coverage here this evening. Again, we're going to be with you until 7 o'clock this evening, so we've got about another 20-25 minutes to go before we wrap up our live stream tonight. Again, it's girls volleyball scrimmage action between the Holgate Lady Tigers and the Hicksville Lady Aces. We'll be back in, again, about 20-25 minutes to wrap up the coverage for this evening. But until then, enjoy the action. It's coming to you live right here on HIX-TV.
I'd be interested to see if we get any comments about this camera angle.
Well, we're nearing the 7 o'clock hour here at the Red Zone at Hicksville High School in the main gymnasium. And that, of course, will be time for us to wrap up our live stream this evening. As you can tell, of course, Holgate arrived a little bit late, and so they did get a little bit of a late start. So they're going to be continuing to play here for about another 10 or 15 minutes or so. But we're going to go ahead and wrap up our live stream coverage. Again, we had set up a block of 2 hours from 5 till 7, and we've run through that, and we're going to go a little bit long, but we're going to wrap things up for this evening. I do want to take some time to, again, thank everyone for tuning in and watching us here on the live stream this evening. And we also want to say a thank you to all of the audience members. There's not a big crowd here tonight, but we had a lot of people sort of keeping an eye out for us, and as they were moving back and forth, ducking down to not block our cameras, and we appreciate that cooperation an awful lot. And I've got to give my hats off to Chris Warner, not only operating the OBS software and running the camera tonight, but, man, some goaltending worthy of the FIFA League and World Cup. Signed this kid up. He had some great saves of the camera and the computer here at the Volleyballs flying our direction tonight. We've had an awful lot of fun here. And, again, we don't have any scores to pass along to you or any type of scoring because, again, they didn't even turn the scoreboards on tonight. It was just a timed scrimmage for these two teams. So we can tell you that both of the teams looking pretty good. We've seen some pretty great offensive and defensive plays on both sides of the net here tonight, enough to get us a little bit excited for the start of the regular season and our actual game coverage, which is going to, again, begin next week here on HIX-TV. As we get set to wrap things up, again, a thank you to Hicksville Schools, to the athletic directors, Mr. Hott and Overmeyer, for giving us the space, allowing us to be here. Thanks to Coach Samantha Lavin and JV Coach Alex McLaughlin, too, for getting us some information with the rosters and so forth, and shutting down the music so we didn't get a copyright strike early on in the coverage. And also want to thank all of the assistant coaches that are helping them out here tonight. That's Randy Van Scoter and Ashley Hammond, the coaching staff. We introduced all the players earlier, and we'll be talking a lot about the players in the weeks to come as we get into the regular season. Want to thank also all of our underwriters who have made our coverage possible here tonight, and we'll get Christopher ready to throw some graphics onto the screen. Our 4 diamond level underwriting supporters underwriting all of our Aces sports coverage on HIX-TV for the 2023-24 school year include our good friends at the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and online at jimschmidtauto.com. Thanks also to APT Manufacturing Solutions of Hicksville, Ohio, a world-class facility located right here in Hicksville's Industrial Park. Check them out online and check out the many great opportunities that they have available for you at www.aptmfg.com/careers. Thanks to the Hicksville Pharmacy, your good neighbor pharmacy located right in the heart of downtown Hicksville. A full-service pharmacy for you and your family's needs. Medical equipment and devices, over-the-counter medications, gifts, sundries, and more. If you'd like more information about anything, appointments for a flu shot, COVID vaccine, give them a call at 419-542-6218. The Hicksville Pharmacy in downtown Hicksville. And also our good friends at ARC Solutions Incorporated, located in Hicksville's Industrial Park. Denny Vetter and the whole gang say go Aces, and there's just way too much to talk about in 30 seconds. Find out about the many, many things that they do out at ARC Solutions, and it is incredible, at www.arcsolinc.com. Again, thanks to all of our diamond level underwriters helping to make our early season scrimmage coverage possible from the Red Zone here tonight. Well, as we get ready to wrap things up, again, a big thank you to everyone who made it possible for us to be here this evening. Do want to let you know that our next sports live stream will be coming your way. On Friday, we'll be over at Aces Field for week number 1 of the high school football season as the Aces entertain Patrick Henry. Our pregame coverage on the air, or on the, I should say, streaming live on YouTube, starting at about 6:50, 6:55 on Friday night. Our next volleyball live stream will be coming your way next week on Thursday evening. Thursday of Defiance County Fair Week. We'll be here at the Red Zone as the home opener will kick off at 5:30 with the JV game, followed by the varsity matchup as the Lady Aces entertain the Lady Indians of Wauseon. Looking forward to that as well. So with that, we are going to wrap it up. Again, hope you enjoyed the coverage of the scrimmage. Nice save, Christopher. Glad we were able to get one while I was actually doing it live on the air, diving for that ball. And with that, we are going to wrap it up for this evening. Hey, don't forget, the last free summer concert at the Huber Patio is tomorrow night. Sarah Brosh in concert from 7 till 9 p.m. We'll be there with the cameras rolling, so stop by and say hi if you see us. And if not, we'll talk to you again from the football field on Friday night. And until then, we're going to leave you with, again, the scrimmage playing in the background. For Chris Warner, running the camera and operating the OBS software, overseeing the live stream, I'm Bill Murphy with Hicksville Community Television, wishing you all a very good night and good sports.